One man, 3 movies, starting with Kill Point, a production from 1984, starring Cameron Mitchell as a maniacal, misogynistic murderer. Let's get in depth into Kill Point, but first let's play a clip. It's going to be random. Here it is. It's a random clip. Yeah, there's karate. There's lots of shootings. I'm sure somebody gets stabbed. It's a mess. It features now Grandmaster Leo Fong as a deranged police officer who is after some even more deranged arms dealers. Kill Point 1984. Now, you can view this disastrous mess, if you like, for free on YouTube. Just type in Kill Point 1984. You can't miss it. You're going to see, and again, we talked about this earlier, but we had to rewatch this one. So we had some commentary about some long, luscious shots of Leo Fong's face. And look at that Ken of Street Fighter II fame hairdo, but in the dark brown tone. Oh my goodness, Leo Fong. Here's another clip.
Right eye, right cheek, around the mouth.
Anyway, just doing a little bit of examination of a corpse, and believe me, the bodies do pile up in this delightful film here. Anyway, Kill Point 1984, starring Richard Roundtree as an FBI agent, and so on. And yeah, there will be spoilers in the video, folks, but you can't possibly spoil this one. It does a fine job of doing that all on its own. You will see Cameron Mitchell, a misogynistic, sociopathic murderer, and it's good times. Highly recommended. Kill Point 1984. Next, let's talk about evil children. Here's a clip. The Omen 2006. It's basically a shot-for-shot remake, and not a lot to say here other than if you want to see a slightly different version of The Omen, check this out perhaps. I hadn't seen this until yesterday. And it's pretty much a shot-for-shot remake of The Omen. There are a few very subtle differences. I think the kid might be slightly more creepy, but everything else is slightly less creepy, and that's largely because of the soundtrack, folks. The soundtrack is entirely subservient and an attempted copy of the original soundtrack, which was an Oscar-winning soundtrack, I might add. Not to suggest that there's a lot of coherence to Academy Awards. Nonetheless, the original soundtrack from the original Omen is vastly superior, and the one in this movie is pretty much just a copy. Again, the kid is super creepy, and all the major scenes are pretty much covered. You got Julia Stiles, and I guess I just did cover some spoilers, but if you've seen the original Omen, it's already pretty much spoiled. It's pretty well done, though. It's not too bad. Again, the kid's pretty creepy. And by the end, you may be considering stabbing him yourself. That was not my particular stance, but anyway, oh, check it out. And it happened to be released on June 6th in the year 2006. But pretty much good performances by all in this. Well done, everybody. But it's really not a fan of remakes. In fact, we were just talking about how I don't like remakes just today on Facebook with some local pals. So anyway, perhaps check out The Omen 2006 if you like. And here's the latest movie that we watched yesterday, Pumpkinhead from 1988. Now this one actually got a pretty good critical rating there. This is about vengeance and summoning demons and so on, as movies featuring extraplanar entities always have been interesting to me. So perhaps check out Pumpkinhead. Here's a photo gallery from Pumpkinhead. It's pretty creepy. It's pretty well done. It's not great, but it's I would recommend it. And it's got all of your elements of demonic possession and so on. Now let's talk about another hell-based movie, The Gate. Now this one is, I believe it's about a heavy metal album that opens a gateway to hell. Got to have that. Some kids do it by accident, and this one looks like a good one. Can't wait to cue this up later this afternoon, and please, viewers, go watch it tonight and perhaps tomorrow. This is your assignment. It's like a book report, but for a horror movie. It looks like it's featuring a 12-year-old girl holding a 12-gauge shotgun, and I don't really remember any 12v12 moments in this, as it's been a long time since I've seen it. It looks very 80s. Look at the hairdos on these units. Check out the outfits. Anyway, also another recommendation is Carrie, the original only from 1976. Perhaps that could be a suggestion. And last but not least, we're going to be watching probably tomorrow Jeepers Creepers, the 2001 film, directed by Victor Salva. Perhaps another homage to Pazuzu. Not exactly sure if that's what's going on. Is it the chief of the flying demons or not? We'll leave that up to you to figure out. So yeah, once again, highly recommend if you like bad movies, check out Kill Point 1984. You can watch it for free right here on YouTube. Or if you're viewing this on BitChute, you can watch it on YouTube. It's probably available on BitChute too, who knows. But if you type in Kill Point 1984, you can watch the whole film on YouTube. The Omen 6, The Omen 6. I mean The Omen 2006. If you'd like to see a remake of The Omen, not bad, not as good as the original, probably, certainly not quite as creepy, but everybody does do a fine job in their theatrical performances. Pumpkinhead, highly recommended. A proper demonic movie with a proper demonic entity from a different plane of existence. So perhaps check those out. They're all recommended. And there shall be more coming before Halloween when Patreon $1 membership evaporates. So thanks again for tuning in, folks. Remember, when you're putting electrical tape on hats, don't drink it. If you drink, put electrical tape on hats. Just don't drive.